Hello there. Today I'm going to just do a bit of lo-fi tapping around some random things in my living room. One of the things we keep down here is a small shelf of books. I'd say one of my daughter's favorite things to do is to read. So we keep a few down here for her to grab throughout the day as she wants to. And then I have all my books and stuff as well. And we have another bookshelf over there with more adult books. As you can see, she has the full collection of Angelina Ballerina, Angelina Ballerina, Angelina Ballerina, Angelina Ballerina. That's her. And that's her little friend Alice. I used to watch the Angelina Ballerina show, the classic one. I always really enjoyed that. And then this is her favorite book at the minute. Well, two of her favorites. Oh, sorry, that was a bit noisy. I'll put him up here. This is, of course, Pete. I can't do my A's like that, really. The cat. I love my white shoes. We love Pete the cat because it's all good. It's groovy, as Pete would say. If you don't know, Book Day, World Book Day is coming up, and it's the perfect time to dress up like your favorite book characters. My daughter is definitely going to be Pete the cat. And we've got some classics like If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. I found it really interesting in some of the different places I've lived, which books are considered to be like childhood classics or core books in young people's curriculum, because the classics that I grew up with in America are much different than the classics, like for instance, that the children here in the UK would grow up reading. I would not have read much Julia Donaldson when I was a kid, and I was a very avid reader. She's just not as popular in the States, I don't think. Now, someone who's very popular in both the US and UK is Eric Carle. He's definitely best known for Hungry Caterpillar. I'm sure that you've read that one, and we do have it up here. Do you know this one? Do you know this story? It's about the caterpillar, and then every day that he is out, he's eating through the different fruits, And he just munches a little hole. That one. It's a good one. Go back in. It's a bit hard to do one-handed. There we go. I like this one though. The Very Lonely Firefly. And it has, I'm not sure if it's turned on. Yeah. On the last page. The little lights flash. For the fireflies. See 'em? It's so fun. By the way, that little noise you're hearing in the background is a baby swing. It's just rocking back and forth and back and forth. Then she's got a couple sound books. We've got a few little baby books. Some of the contrast ones. More fun to look at. I wish that I could see through baby's eyes, because it must be so interesting as your eyes slowly develop the ability to see color. It must be so exciting. So we've got these. And we've got a couple different children's Bibles. Lots of touchy-feely books. She loves those ones. These sound so nice with that plasticky paper book sleeve over top. Oh, that just sounds nice. Another thing I have in my living room are a few house plants. This one I got when it was quite small at a little garden center. And despite the fact that my children like to try to destroy it, it's actually grown pretty well. You've got to be resilient if you're going to survive in this house. Especially because I don't tend to remember to water them very often. Brush the camera. Brush. Brush, 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 brush. Shoop. 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 I also have a Monstera. As you can see, he's missing some chunks. Unfortunately, he has been attacked can see other spots where he's missing a few bits. They do know not to touch my plants, but you know. Now that grew that way at least. They're meant to have some little holes and such. This one was given to me by a friend. And it was decently big when I got it, so I can't even claim to have helped it grow that much. It's got some nice leaves though. These ones have grown up high where she can't reach, so they're in better shape. I've got one of my little diaper bags. I tend to keep one upstairs and one downstairs. Another little thing that we keep in the living room is my daughter's little cleaning set. I'd read recently that children actually can't distinguish between chores and play, and I wish that was my life, but it's not. But she's got a little rag and a little brush. Oop. And a dustpan. And you might hear her fuss. She's supposed to be going to bed, so she's not very happy. And a broom. Oh, and look. It's my coffee that's gone cold. This cup says Papa Bear. I always steal it though because it's bigger than the Mama Bear cup, which is not fair. I feel like moms need more coffee, and my husband doesn't drink it anyway, or tea really, so. Little bear. And I've got my laptop. Some stickers from The Mandalorian on it. I'm a big Star Wars fan. And I use this for 3 things. Sims. I like to play The Sims 4. Roblox, Dress to Impress, which I became obsessed with, and I don't know. So I play those 2 games, and third is like for work and like any courses or anything that I'm working on. And this thing is filthy because anytime that I am on this, there are sticky toddler hands trying to tap at the keys and do things. So it's always covered in something. Little Grogu. I also have this little typewriter that I found a long time ago at a garage sale. A random number 3 magnet in there. Because why not? I would have it do the little ding, but I think it's going to be too loud. In general, it's pretty noisy and very dusty, as you can see. It doesn't get a ton of use. I used to write letters with it pretty regularly, though. Your fun fact of the day. Do you know that the reason that the letters of the keyboard aren't just in alphabetical order is because if they were as you're typing, the keys of the typewriter would get stuck, like together. I'm trying to think like this sort of, but they'd kind of interlock like that. And then you have to kind of pull them apart. So this was designed so that as you're typing, based on how often you use certain letters, the keys for the typewriter will not stick. And then we must have gotten used to it because we kept it that way. I do really like the sound of the typewriter, but it is very loud. Another household essential. Giant gazillion premium bubbles. Ooh, fancy, fancy, fancy. The fanciest of bubbles. premium soap and water. I think I'll finish up with tapping on another bookshelf. Most of these books are my husband's. And again, more little surprises hidden around for me to find. This is a piece from Play-Doh. This shelf is a highly coveted spot to store her toys. Got some Tolkien. C.S. Lewis. I would really like to get the really big hardback version of the full Chronicles of Narnia. It is so pretty. And that is something that I would reread. I reread it every couple years, and it usually only takes me a day or two to read the entire series, because it is for children, but if you know, you know. C.S. Lewis is just a genius in the way he writes. He's a truly gifted writer. I'd say C.S. Lewis and Jane Austen are probably my all-time favorites. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. Some of my favorite ASMR videos are just people kind of showing random things and rambling and yeah. I really like room tours and things like that, so I don't know. It's fun for me to make videos that I enjoy, that I would enjoy watching. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or night. God bless.